Welcome to Fun Factory Entertainment. Considered unadaptable to cinema, Patrick Süskind's book Das Parfum was finally adapted for the big screen in 2006. The result was the film Perfume, the story of a murderer by director Tom Tykwer. The film tells the story of how the alchemical search for the quintessence of perfume, the sum of the fragrances of the most beautiful women in the world, can result in a series of murders. The longing for the experience of the sublime and the spiritual can turn into its opposite, death and horror. Das Parfum sold over 15 million copies and has been translated into 40 languages. Süskind believed that only two film directors could do justice to his book, Stanley Kubrick and Milos Forman, but the book was considered unadaptable for cinema. In the words of the film's screenwriter, Bernd Eichinger, the protagonist of the story does not express himself. A writer can use narrative to compensate for this, but this is not possible in a film. The viewer can only feel something for a character if he speaks. This is because the protagonist, Jean-Baptiste Grenouille, is the very incarnation of the absolute in the metaphysical sense. Jean-Baptiste was born with a special power, a highly developed sense of smell, capable of distinguishing the most refined and ethereal scents amidst the chaos of everyday perceptions.
Bellissimo. Wonderful. He did it again.
He had an extremely developed sense of smell, which allowed him to recognize the most imperceptible odors. He could smell them no matter how far away they were, and stored them all in his memory. I can't describe in words the entire beauty of this masterpiece. Patrick Süskind wrote an incredible book and Tom Tykwer breathes life into it. It's the only movie I consider better than the book it comes from. The story is enriched by the soundtrack performed by the Berliner Philharmonic and Sir Simon Rattle. The atmosphere of a dark fairy tale is all around us from the very beginning. The protagonist has a life purpose, just like Jesus. He's a messiah of love, but it's a love made of perfumes. It's the carnal love of desire that emanates from the bodies. He just wants to collect that love to make the perfect perfume. Pure love that can bind anyone to it. A love that can make you a god among humans and kill you at the same time. Because it's that powerful. I loved everything about this movie. The actors, the costumes, the environment, the lights. Every little piece of it together makes a masterpiece, just like every right essence together make a great perfume. And that's all for this video. If you enjoy my work, please show your love by hitting the like button and considering subscribing. As always, let's stay together, united by friendship, happiness, and Fun Factory TV. Thank you for your support.